Hello, my name is Konstantinos. I'm assistant professor in the University of Aegean and I'm leading the Marine Remote Sensing Group. Today I'm going to talk about the plastic litter projects and how we have been here the last 3 years. Actually, everything was started in 2018 and we decided to make a feasibility study in order to see how the plastics can be seen in satellite images. So we decided to create 3 very large targets, 10 by 10 meters, in order to see how this plastic accumulation will be seen from satellite images of Sentinel-2. The first year, 2018, was very successful. We were able to see the different targets using not only Sentinel-2 satellites but also other satellite images. And simultaneously we used the UAV drone data in order to see how much of the plastic exists in each pixel of the satellite images. Last year, in 2019, the Plastic Litter project, we created smaller targets. We created 4 targets 5 by 5 meter and we created 2 targets 1 by 5 meter. Then we put it into the sea surface and we changed the type of the construction of the dataset in order to make different structures on the sea surface. We have been planned to make measurements for 2 months and in the end we were able to make a different measurements using drone data and UAV data. What we did was acquire satellite images and drone data, and then we combined those together in order to see how the spectral signature is changing during experiments. So in the beginning we created very large targets and we decided to have 100% of plastic coverage on these targets. Then we changed the plastic coverage and we tried to see how the spectral signature was changing for these targets. We used drone data in order to calculate the percentage coverage of the plastics, and this was very successful in order to find out how much of each plastic is affecting the spectral signature. Later on we used algorithms in order to find out if we can see the plastics from space, and we would like also to discriminate plastic from other materials. That's why we created targets with natural materials, for example seaweeds and woods, in order to find out if we can discriminate those from the plastics. In the end we found out that we were successful to discriminate plastics in a very small area, and very happy to find out that these targets were very useful in order to have calibration and validation targets for all over the world. We are very happy that we are able to make these measurements the last 3 years, and we continuing this year, and we hopefully be able to find ways how to discriminate the accumulation of macroplastics in the sea environment.
Hello, my name is Mrsg. I will talk a little bit about the detection methodology we used for PLP 2019. In order to obtain a spectral signature for PET, we used the reverse spectral mixing calculations using the percentage coverages that were calculated from PLP 2018. We assumed 2 members, 1 for water and 1 for PET. We rearranged the equation in order to solve for the spectral signature instead of the mixed pixel abundance fractions. What we saw was that the spectral signatures that we obtained were not very similar to each other, besides the near-infrared band. So what we did was we used the spectral signature for PET from the USGS spectral library, and we modified it for the value for the near-infrared to match what we had found from our spectral mixing calculations. We then used the modified signature for PET in order to perform a matrix filtering processing as a detection methodology. What we found was that pixels with a plastic abundance fraction of at least as low as 25% can be successfully detected given optimal conditions.